Welcome to today's video review. I'm going to go through all the features and share my opinion about the new thermal imaging binoculars made by Pulsar. It's called the Accolade 2 XP50 LRF Pro. So basically very similar to the previous device of the same name, which came out in 2020. Now this is a 2021 model. The main difference is the Pro acronym, which is added to the name. So what can we tell about this device? First of all, it's completely dominating the market of thermal binoculars, at least in our region or in EU, because it's hard to get the same quality and the same amount of features for this 4,500, oh no, this one is a little bit more expensive, 5,000 euros. But still, you get a laser rangefinder, you get a 640 by 480 sensor, 42mm lens, and everything in a really compact form with an interchangeable battery. So the housing is still made out of plastic, so compared to the Helion 2 XP50 Pro counterpart, which is basically a very similar device, not as many things changed. So everything stayed in plastic. Also the display stayed the same. So this display is still AMOLED 640 by 480. But what was the main difference is the new sensor. The sensor basically is much more sensitive. So it has an NATD value, so noise equivalent to a temperature difference of 25 millikelvins or less. And this is something what is really, really special, because now you're able to see all the details even better. Okay, so if you check our video review about the Accolade 2 XP50 device, you will see most of everything covered there. The device is fully IPX7 waterproof. It's quite compact. When you put it in your hand, you see that it's quite compact. It runs almost 10 hours on IPS7 battery, even more on IPS14 battery, which honestly speaking in this format of device doesn't really look that awkward, because the IPS14 is about twice as bigger. It looks like this when you put it in. Still, you can handle it quite normally. The device comes with 3 years of warranty. You also get an Accolade manual with it, and even after 3 years, you can be quite sure that the service will be still provided for all of their devices, because you know the Pulsar produces these devices in Lithuania, and they also have the service in Lithuania inside of EU, so they are known for servicing also older devices which ran out of warranty many years ago. This is a big plus for them. If I go forward to the sensor, it's still the same vanadium oxide, 640 by 480 pixels, much more sensitive, like we said, 25 millikelvins of NATD, 17 microns of pixel pitch, so really small pixels, and 50 hertz of refresh rate. So everything runs really smoothly. What also needs to be told is that the image rendering on Pulsars is one of the best in the industry. So you really get a great image. The magnification range is 2.5 to 20, and the field of view is roughly 220 meters on 1000 meters. So wide field of view, 1800 meters of range of detection. So a human-sized target or a deer-sized target, 1.7 meters, you can detect it at 1,800 meters. For someone who doesn't have much experience with thermal optics, when they try the Helion XP for the first time, it's just an eye-opening, because it's really one of the best thermal devices you can get on the civil market. The eyepieces are roughly the same as on the Helions, which means that even if you wear glasses, you're still able to use them, and they're able to move in this direction, so you're able to adjust the interpupillary distance, and then on each eyepiece you're able to adjust the appropriate diopter setting. Here is the focusing mechanism. So it basically works like a normal binoculars. Really, really, really nice. The menus, as you can see, this Pro version has all the buttons in blue. So you're immediately able to see, okay, this is the Accolade Gen 2 XP50 Pro, because all the buttons are blue. The center button is for menu. The left button is turn off and on, recording. This one, if you're not in the menu, it will start the range finding feature. It works all the way to 1000 meters, which is really, really useful with thermal imaging. And then if you're inside of menu, short press gives you some basic options, the long press gives you advanced options. The device also has a Wi-Fi capability, so you're able to connect it to your phone, and you're able to basically control your whole device and all the functions through your phone through an app called Stream Vision. Please check our review of Stream Vision app. It is still now in 2021 one of the best apps on the market. And we're still waiting for others to catch up in this segment. The device also has 16 gigabytes of internal memory, so you're able to take photos and you're able to take videos. Since we already made I made a review about the Accolade 2 XP50 non-Pro version. For all other details, please go to that review. I will just now go straight to the sweet and sour summary of this review, and I will go through all the features I think are really great on this device and all of those features which I think should have been done differently or where there is still room for improvement. So what are the positives? Interchangeable battery. Because with the majority of devices, when the battery dies, which is normal in 2-3 years, you have to send the whole device back to service that they change the battery. Not with Pulsar. With Pulsar, you're able to just buy a new battery, they're inexpensive, let's say around 100 euros on a 5,000 euro device. And you prolong the life cycle of the device really substantially with this possibility to change the batteries. The second thing is that the device really operates a long time on this battery, and you're able to, if you have 2 or 3 of them, to exchange it in a matter of seconds. That's really great. What's also great is the startup time is quite short on these devices compared to others, and the image quality. The image quality, especially of this sensor, which has 25 millikelvins of NATD, is just eye-opening. Robustness. We know from Accolades, which we sold in the past, that these devices are extremely robust. They can even be dropped into the water and still work. And they're really made to last. The addition of a range finding capability is also great, because when you're looking into the screen of a thermal optics, any kind of device, it's sometimes really hard to judge the distances to the animals which you're observing or anything else what is warm. So the range finding capability really gives you an additional information which is very, very useful. I also think at this price point, even though 5,000 euros is really a lot, there is not many competitors. And there is no competitors on the same level of quality for 5,000 euros. What is also, I would say last but not least, what is really positive is that Pulsar makes software updates for all of their devices each year or maybe a year and a half, and each time you basically refresh your device that it gets so much better. Each software update, your device image quality is much, much better, which is something really to like. What could have been done better? Okay, so the Helions got the new display. This is something what Accolades could also use. So the Helium Pro models have a 1024 pixel display. This one still has 640. This would be a big plus. Magnesium housing. Even though, honestly speaking, this plastic is so robust that it's sometimes really hard to believe when we see what people put them through. Still, magnesium housing, if not for anything else, for the cool factor, it would be really, really nice. Bigger lens, because we know that the Helions Pro versions got a bigger, newer lens. If this could have been done on the Accolade, so it will also be really, really great. And that's about it, honestly speaking. There is really not a lot of stuff that could be improved on this device. I personally also think that the device is not too heavy, and when you're using it, you see that it's also quite compact, even compared to a normal standard binoculars, not to talk about the low light binoculars. So the only question with the device is if you sport investing 5,000 euros into a thermal optical device, because if you will say, okay, I will bite the bullet and I will spend 5,000 euros on a thermal device, then this is the best buy in this moment. And believe me, you will not regret it. It is so good. If you have an option to try it, it's eye-opening how good the thermal devices can be. It's compact, small, it has laser rangefinder, and the image quality is just superb. I think I covered most of the thoughts I wanted to share. If I forgot something, please use the comments below, or send us an email, call us, get in touch with us, and hopefully if you like our videos, please subscribe to our YouTube channel.